Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. It's Friday, right? I hope it's Friday. I don't know what days of the week here anymore. Either way, yeah. Welcome. So I'm gonna ask something that I don't ask very often, which is if anyone's in chat right now, please do share the stream around. Please make sure that you just share this stream around. Try to get some more people in here, because this isn't me asking because I would need more viewers. This is me asking because I'm trying to get the word out a little bit more here. I will swap screens in a moment. It's something that I generally do feel it needs to be discussed. It's to do with a very good friend of mine, and their best friend, who is a creator that I very much enjoy and very much love to bits. I've been at, they've been on stream a handful of times with us, on OogusWagoogus kind of thing, and they are, one of, I'm gonna be honest with you, one of the funniest. I hope that Moth doesn't mind me saying this, but Moth is one of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet, and yeah. That's all I can say is Moth's one of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet, and also genuinely a really nice guy. So I'm gonna go over to this other screen now. I'm gonna remove myself from here for a minute. I'm gonna remove myself for a minute because we're talking about this, and our music's gonna go off in there. So, and it's a black screen right now. It's a YouTube video and whatnot. So basically, what has happened is, Spazmatic Banana has essentially, was doing this is like the rundown of it. I highly encourage. I'm not going to play the full video. I'm just going to play a small part of this. But like, what essentially happened was Banana was doing a stream, and it's one of these streams where they basically go into the deepest delves of YouTube and find, like, long lost videos, We've seen other creators do it before. It's a fun video. It's a fun concept for a stream, because you never know what you end up finding. Now, the video that came up in question that they found, like Spaz found on that stream, was a video that contained kids basically pretending to do Call of Duty Zombies. Like, they were just, kids filming themselves, shooting toy guns and shit like that. We all grew up probably doing that, as Fluffer will also say in this video. We all grew up doing that, so it's not really, I mean, it's on YouTube, so that's another thing as well. It's on fucking YouTube. So, if YouTube doesn't want that to be shown on there, it shouldn't be on their fucking platform, should it? But here we are. So what has essentially happened is that that happened. YouTube didn't like it and took down. But like, when we refer to them as Moth, it's a bit easier because the full title, like the full channel name, is a little bit. Let me just grab this real quick. Oops. See if I can still find him. Yeah. So this is Spaz, for those who don't know, or do know. I think Spaz actually put a video out about this. Yeah, 14 minutes long. Just go, why do you have a vortag? Because I normally do that, but right now I'm talking about something else that's not that, because it's a little bit more serious and then a little bit less haha funny or haha kinky, look at that, blah blah blah. Also, hi YouTube, by the way, talking shit, because this will go up, because I'm gonna get my my editor will probably hear this, like, from Scythe, like, completely separate this part, make it, like, its own thing. Anyway, I saw another YouTuber get affected hard by YouTube's age thing too, albeit in a different way. Well, here's the thing, what happened to Spaz is that the stream got taken down because YouTube really didn't like the fact that they had a video playing on their channel that had some kids in it but again, that video is like a really old video. It's been on the platform for fucking God knows how long. And they took him down. Then they gave him a strike. Then they removed the strike. And then he got an ominous message basically saying that he needed to age verify himself. So age verification with ID and stuff like that. The issue is Moth is invalid. They can't work, and they don't have a driver's license, which is a form of ID. And then there's a bunch of other shit as well to go along with that because of where they live. It's different state laws and whatnot. Moth can't actually do this. Like Moth can't give ID. They tried giving their birth certificate. They can't give the birth certificate. YouTube just immediately just went, no, that's not good enough. We're not taking that. We need a government issued ID. Moth can't get a government issue ID due to multiple reasons. Highlighted here. You see all this big red text? This is to do with getting a driver's license, which is a form of ID and stuff. But these are all things that Moth can't do because Moth is an invalid worker. They're legally blind. So they can't get any of this shit. So there's that. But it's just a matter of fact that, in my opinion, YouTube should have not fucking done anything. Because again, it's a fucking video on their fucking platform and I'm really mad about it. So I will swear as much as I goddamn want. It's fucking stupid. But this age verification, age ID bullshit is honestly terrible. Like, it's basically a bad idea that we told them, hey, this is a really bad idea because you're just going to use this to fuck over people that you don't like, and they're doing that. In my personal opinion, they are now just doing that. They just, if you're not in the 10% of top creators on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you just get fucked. Like, it's literally, okay, yeah, smack on the butt for the, the one that I don't know if let me think of a big fucking streamer off the top of my head because I do not watch a lot of streamers. Queso, is that one of them? All right, Queso, whatever his name is, says something a little bit controversial, and then they get a nice little slap on the butt. Jazz the Rabbit, thank you for the follow there, honey. Sorry, I'll get to normal stuff soon. Queso will do something a bit. Queso will do something. Oh, Queso, what do I keep saying? Queso will do something a little bit controversial. Slap on the butt. No, it's okay. You can't. Yeah. Carry on. We're not talking about Dr. Disrespect. That was a whole different fucking issue. That Twitch should have done something about, with that different topic. But then, for example, me. Let's just use me as an example here. I do something that's really controversial. Really, I show full frontal nudity with my character on stream. Gone. And I would be able to get around it if they asked me for age verification. I have ID. So it's like, if you have ID, yeah, sure. If you're like Spaz here, who, again, Spaz is very respectively quite a large YouTuber. Can even, they're under the 100,000. That doesn't matter. 70k is still quite a lot of followers. It's still a lot of subscribers. In my opinion, they must be doing something right. But as far as I know, as well, from what Fluffle said in their video, Moth is not monetized whatsoever. So, YouTube doesn't need to get involved with it because the ad revenue is not going to come up from the videos anyway. So that's another thing. Now I'm just holding my head a minute because I'm just getting really angry. Okay, I'm good. Because that's another thing as well. Because YouTube will basically, they will. Well, you ever jump? Jump the fence. Basically, they will jump the fence and run 5 fences down to get away from you if you so much as upset the advertisers. So, Moth being someone who isn't monetized and doesn't have advertisements playing on their channel, YouTube has no fucking reason to care. But for some reason they do. Either way, the main issue we have here is that Moth is not able to verify their age with their Google account, even though the Google account is 14 years old. If I believe that was right what Fluffle said. Let me just go a bit forward a bit. Let me go back a little bit. I'm going to let Fluffles explain stuff. I don't want to play the whole video. I want people, this is the name of the video. This is Fluffle's channel. This is Morpholio. I want people to go here. For one, this is what I'm going to tell people to do. Go here, like it, leave a comment, that's it. Watch the video in its full entirety. Leave it on the background if you're not that interested in this kind of thing, but I would prefer you didn't do that, but still. I would prefer you to watch it, listen, figure out what actually is happening, listen to what like Morpholio Fluffles is saying, and just try to just spread the word, basically, because this is why age verification, in my opinion, is a fucking stupid idea. And I'm gonna just go on a small little tangent here. If you don't want your kids to be watching specific things on the internet, like, you want to make sure that your kids don't have access to porn websites or just in general something that, like, for example, I don't want my kid exposed to anything furry related because I think furry is an affront to God. Okay, then that's not up to the government to decide, that's for you to decide. Get your kid off the fucking iPad then. Oh my god, I don't know what I would do as a parent if I didn't have an iPad. Fucking learn! Alright? Fucking learn to be a parent and actually do your job instead of being like crying about it and going to the government like agencies and be like, we need COPA, we need this. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Go and actually like learn to be a goddamn parent. Right, rant over. I'm gonna go back a little bit on the video. I'm gonna let Fluffles explain what actually happened better than I did. Is it here? Here you go. So basically, I'm going to just back up a this bit. Google needs to make sure you're old enough to use a Google account without parent supervision. That account is 14 years old. I'm sorry, Google. You've got the metadata, you know what year it was made, After 14 fucking years, someone like, oh yeah, they made it when they were 1 year old. Cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep ranting. Oh yeah, there's a truck that keeps going past. Ignore that bit, but it's a little bit funny. Sorry, folks. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna move that back a little bit because I don't want Fluffles' expression to be. I don't want people to make fun. By the way, Fluffles, you're beautiful. So anyway, so basically what Fluffles is getting at, because again, I want people to go and watch this video in its entirety, is like, I'm actually just gonna post the video in the chat as well and as a pinned message. Let me do that real quick. How do I do this again? Hello, how do I pin message? Do I have to do that for? Do I have to do that here? Christ almighty, I don't even know how to use my own freaking. No, don't click the link. How do I pin stuff, chat? I'll figure it out in a minute. Anyway, what's essentially happening here is that there's no more human, there's no more people on this, on like basically behind the other side of like Google. So when Fuffles is talking about AI, that's a problem, because what YouTube is doing is they're basically just allowing AIs to, you know, farm information from people. Now, I don't think I need to explain why that's a bad thing. Like, I don't really need to fucking explain that. I think most people are smart enough to know why, you know, information gathering is a bad thing. Look at Discord, like Fluffle says in the video, look at Discord. They wanted to do their age verification thing. 2 months prior to that, they had a massive data leak, which leaked like a shit ton of people's information. So I don't think it really needs explaining why it's a bad idea to have a system that requires you to send in a full ID. I know this is funny, but like Moff sent in a birth certificate, which one, I don't think that's too sensitive information. However, that is kind of also bad, because birth certificates can be used in some places as ID, and to like basically, you know, prove that you're this person that you say you are, which is also a bad thing, because yeah, if that got leaked, well, someone could just turn up and say, hello, yes, I am XXX whatever from Kentucky. You know, this is my birth certificate. Thank you very much. Can I get 4 credit cards, and also can I get access to my bank account, please? It's not. Maybe I'm overstretching a little bit, but there's one of the things that I think is probably would fucking happen, because you can't trust tech companies with anything, especially not fucking Google of all things. Can I just point out that Google is one of the most okay, Daddy Bezos, I'm not talking about you, sweetheart. All right, I love your maniacal evil villain laugh. Okay, I absolutely love that you drive a big giant mech and you felt like some sort of evil villain doing it. I love that. I don't love the other shit, but don't think I'm talking about Amazon or fucking Twitch here. This is like specifically Google and YouTube. Like, they've had data leaks. They've had like God knows how many sort of like examples of incompetence when it comes to like actual tech. I don't understand how, because it's a fucking tech company, but like it's one of the most incompetent out there. Like, Google doesn't actually fucking care about being a search engine anymore. Like, Google's trying to be some multi-million company at this point in time. I don't really keep up with it anymore. But no, like, Google is one of the most incompetent companies out there, because they just don't want to spend the money. I don't know what they're doing with it. It's fucking hiring Logan Paul and Jake Paul apparently for a YouTube Rewind whatever year, whatever. But that's the problem. Like, YouTube is just about the money. Like, that's what they want. You know, they want the ad revenue. So of course they're going to cut corners to make things a lot easier, so they'll cut down on people. So they get AI algorithms in to ask you for your ID and stuff like that. That then gets farmed into, like, you know, a big database by Google or whatever. And yeah, one data leak, that's it. It's all out there. And I don't think people really want to know. I don't think people really want that. I'm not going to sit here and shill some kind of fucking VPN, because I'm going to be honest with you, those VPNs don't fucking work half the time. Not these days anyway, just because like there's been so many different governmental like things in place to try and stop people using them, because, well, they want that data. They want your data for God knows what. And I'm not going to put the tinfoil hat on. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to put the tinfoil hat on. I think I'm tangenting it off a little bit, but either way. Right, so this is where I'm going to stop now because I'm going to just skip ahead a little bit again because again, I want people to watch this themselves. That's a lot of red tape. We're snoozing that. I have things to bitch about. Sorry, it was an ad that coming up. Snoozed it for 5 minutes. That's a lot of red, right? If you take the time to read this and everything, and then kind of, again, Moth is invalid. They are legally blind. They can't actually do the proof of residence. Well, not the proof of residency. There's some other something that Fluffles said. I think it was a proof of residency. Let me just go ahead a little bit. I don't know a lot of these things because, again, I don't live in the US, so I don't know what a W-2 is. And I see it now. It's a wage and tax statement. Okay. I'm stupid. There you go, yeah. So basically, that's the gist of it. That is the gist of it. There is just, like, I'm just going to call this red tape. This, for me at least, this is red tape. And this is why it's a bit of a problem, because, again, Moth can't actually get access to the YouTube, like, we'll lose access to the YouTube channel from what I understand. So it's just a lot of stupid bullshit to go through. All because of some, like, again, all because Moth showed a video on their stream of a video that is already on the platform. If YouTube didn't want that being shown on other other avenues of, like, on the platform, then don't leave it up. But that would be too hard because that would mean hiring someone to actually do something. I'm gonna skip ahead now. I'm gonna get Fluffles to basically end this off because, again, I would like to carry on with the evening now. Now that I've got this, like, kind of, like, pissed off venom out of me. And then I'll just round it off. I'm gonna let Fluffles sort of take it out. Where is it? There we go. Right, yeah, I'm not going to skip back. So basically, if you still have a Twitter account, and as Fluffle said, I don't know why you would, but if you do still have a YouTube account, if you still have a Twitter account, at Team YouTube, because that's the only fucking way you can get a hold of the assholes. Well, I did take it to heart because here we are. So basically, I just want people to do what Fluffles just said. You know, make a stink. Make a really big stink. Keep making a stink about, you know, exactly what they said. I don't want to keep repeating it. Because, frankly, and the reason why I am actually a little bit more, like, sort of passionate about this, and I am talking less like I normally do, and I'm sounding a little bit less, you know, haha, funny bunny on the internet right now, is because this is the kind of things, like, I mean, okay, Fluffles didn't swear that much. I fucking will. Because I don't really give crap about, you know, I don't really give a two fucks about ad revenue on YouTube. You know, my main platform here is Twitch. But, like, you know, if I was to say, yeah, I'm done with Twitch now, I'm going over to YouTube because I prefer this, you know, what's it called? I prefer the way that this is handled. For example, this could happen to me. This could happen to Zyph. This could happen to, strangely, this could happen to anyone that I, you know, any creator I know. This could even happen to, like, you know, some of the bigger creators as well, who may have this kind of issue. What I want to do is, I really wish I could actually, like, you know, I really do wish I could actually do something to help Banana more than this. But, like, no, frankly, this is the issue, is that tech companies are putting way too much fucking effort into making sure that there's no actual people dealing with this anymore, and it's literally just a fucking ID, well, you know, personal information farm. So I'm no longer basically going to, well, I don't know what I want to do. What was I saying? Just get out there. Just, you know, make more of a stink than we already are, because this is getting a little bit dangerous. You know, last thing I want to see is someone that I find, you know, some. Okay, Moth, you're a comfort YouTuber to me. Like, it's not. It doesn't show this here. Like, I have been watching, like, a lot of your videos recently. It's not showing this because it was on my phone. But, like, you know, I watch a lot of Moth's content. When I'm feeling down, I watch Moth. Like, Moth's one of those people that just, no matter what, like, it just makes me feel better. So, like, I don't want someone like Moth, who genuinely, you know, is like a positive reinforcement in my life, to get damaged like this due to YouTube, like, Google being incompetent as all hell. And I also don't want them to lose their career. For, you know, this is what they do for a living. You know, they use Ko-Fi for donations. I don't know if they use I don't know if they use, yeah, they do use Ko-Fi. So they don't use Patreon, but this is, like, you know, this is the thing. They could lose it. They could lose it because, well, Google's incompetent and don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. And it's like, oh, well, if we can cut costs and use AI because AI is the new shiny thing, sure, go for it. Until it starts fucking people over, and basically we end up with, like, you know, a mass, well, I say exodus, we just end up with, like, a mass loss of so many creators. You know, and I don't want to see them go like that. Also, hi Fluffle. Sorry, I've said a lot of swear words. I'm gonna use my other snooze here because I don't want to, like, I don't want ads to play during this. Like, I use a lot of swear words in this, and I used a lot of harsh language, and I've also been very critical towards, like, parents and stuff like that. But the thing is that, again, the government the government officials, tech companies have wanted to, you know, also curate the internet to be what they want you to see, and what they think is best for you to see. That is fucking scary. It happens. I mean, if I go to YouTube's homepage, like, it's the YouTube algorithm's already like this. You know, I really like the Starship Troopers, like, game that just came out. So there we go. G-Man Lives has posted me a video for Starship Troopers. I have no idea what this is because I don't watch that. There's obviously Spaz as one, which is good. It's in my home thing. I watch a lot of Dungeon Soup, so, you know, it's catering to you. However, I don't know what this is. I've never seen this video, nor do I have interest in watching it. But it's in there because Google thinks I want to see it and wants me to see it because they want to push it. It's already got 6.3 million views. You know, compared to, you know, G-Man Lives, who, by the way, another good YouTuber. Definitely go watch if you like first-person shooters and reviews and those kinds of things. You know, 182k views from 4 days ago. This is 12 days ago, 6.2 million views. Morphs 1 day ago, 14k views. That view count should be way higher, in my opinion. But either way, you know, that's the problem we have, is that basically tech companies are just kind of killing us at this point. They're just killing smaller creators, and especially Google anyway. So either way, yeah, get yourself, if you have an X account, God forbid you do, but if you have one, get on X, message Team YouTube, you know, tell them, hey, stop fucking over Spazmatic Banana. It's not cool. Actually try to get some real person involved in it, and also, hopefully, if this, I say hopefully this continues to happen. No, I hope it doesn't continue to happen. I hope this kind of situation just dies out and doesn't happen ever again. But if this kind of thing continues to happen, don't just stop with doing this. Like, just keep doing it. Keep basically pointing out that, no, people need to be behind this. You can't just put a bot behind it anymore. Yeah, and it's all this because he can't prove he's older than 13. The account's 14 years old. Like, yeah, he made the account when he was fucking sperm still. Christ almighty, Google. I made the account when I was a glint in my daddy's eye, said the AI to the other AI. I'm just rambling at this point. Right, I'm bringing myself back now. That's it. We're having to. This segment is now gonna have to stop because I will just keep going on. We'll just keep going. You know, it's been 45 minutes of me just bitching. But no, like, again, if Moth needs anything, like, Fluffles, just, you know, contact me. I'll see what if I can do it, I will try to help out. Other than that, like, yeah, I'm gonna try now to move on. Don't worry, this will be, I'm just gonna save the, I don't know how to pin your video in chat, which is what's bothering me right now. Just gonna copy the title of the video to give to Zyph later on. There's no problems. Again, I might have rambled a bit and I might have gone off topic a couple times, but it's hard to keep. I have issues with concentration and stuff, so I end up like tangenting off into different topics a lot. So when I started talking about, like, you know, oh, it's for the kids and stuff, and then I basically started being like, no, the iPad isn't the parent, you're the parent, start acting like a parent, that kind of thing, you know. And there's an ad break gonna come up, but that's fine because I need to set up my I need to set up my the actual stream now. There we go. Helldivers. Let me go and grab the game real quick, and then I'm gonna go and grab my buddies. Hello. No, it's all good, Fluffles, anytime. That section will be like separate on YouTube, so you can, you know, pull it up if you need it, whatever. I said to the editor to cut it out of the mainstream and then have it's his own video, basically. Because I only have the VOD channel. I don't have an OogusWagoogus channel. I only have my VOD channel on there. Because of, you know, well, because I don't want to have a YouTube channel because of things like this. It scares me.